Last Week Was Friday is a podcast launch where four dudes talk about career stories and how they're going into it, business, tech, and entrepreneurship. Warning, this podcast contains explicit language and anything said or done here is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Please kindly do not take it personally. It's all for good fun and it's all jokes.
Awesome. So yeah, today is Sunday and we're back again. Last week we had some sort of emotional conversations that didn't leave the four walls of StreamYard. And today, Jesus Christ. Today we're going to have a better conversation and hopefully it can leave the four walls of StreamYard. We have with us today a failed CEO, an aspiring hustler, Drounz. Please, let's hear from you, sir.
How the fuck am I a failed CEO, motherfucker? Please, like, how on earth am I? Like, that's very most disgusting. What? Hi for the grams. Please don't listen to this.
He's not a failed CEO. Yeah.
Don't listen to this bullshit. Thank you.
On the bottom right, we have a Malam who just acquired a duplex. There's a keyboard, nice opening. I mean, man, he's making money.
That jokes, so. That jokes, I beg.
So that's not a joke. Like the background is clear.
The background, I guess, maybe it's an acquired duplex. Yes.
He's in it. Believe me or not. That's Musa, a very rich guy. Yeah, Egorp is taking evidence for you guys. I'm sure a link will be attached to the episode.
Hey, Egorp, which one is this?
At the top right.
What version of Android is this?
There's not about it. There's not about it.
That for people
At the top right.
in the house, they look like a butter.
What? No, this one is, let's things go on before I start rapping and yapping
Awesome.
about it.
At the top right of the screen, we have somebody sleeping on a ceiling. Very shocking. But Prince, tell us about yourself.
This is C Finish. Hi, Graham. Hi, listeners. My name is Prince. And in a few moments, I will show you why you should not banter me early in the episode. Moving on.
But are you sleeping on the ceiling or not?
I am not.
Okay. Egorp, we need just another evidence with your super phone. Please. Oh, shit. You turned it off.
Faster than that. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not pay attention to whatever my ops are saying. You guys are my ops. Please, you know, my ops. Whatever they are saying. Thank you.
Now you be the op.
My ops. I always have ops. Like, guy. Damn, man. See, in this life, sometimes it's good to have ops. So, like, they put you on check. They allow you know when you're being comfortable and when you're like, what the fuck am I been doing all this while? So.
And now we just let you know that your network bad die. What are you going to do?
My network is not bad. You guys just set me up for no reason. Like, that's what happened.
Wow. Now us coming from the call. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a setup. Guy, why is your seat go down, Musa? Yeah, Musa, your problem that you're trying to solve, do you know that you solve it after this episode? Like, if you want to be here, you're not here last week, and now you're being here, you're also absent at the same time. Like,
I solved it already. Poison, bro. Like, bro, look at this man. You disappeared for like 10 minutes, and you think you have the audacity to come here and lay blames of our.
I have every audacity. I've never missed an episode. You have. So
you know me because now you the record.
So why can't somebody else do it?
This means the implication of that is that, like, every single time that you're not available, there cannot be an episode. That is why you have never missed.
But the truth here is that, Musa,
We
Are you
missed,
ever
we
to? Are
missed
you ever
almost a
supposed to
month.
miss an episode?
Hey, we missed
Whoa! Shego, don't pull that card.
or more.
Don't even fucking. Don't even pull that
I'm
card.
just saying.
Don't even pull that card.
Did
Because
you?
if you want to deep and analyze that card, I know Prince has evidence to prove that you and Musa were the most absent during those periods. Let's not go into that.
Were you available?
They are available anytime when they need me. I've been there available.
So can you show me proof of the meeting happening within that period? Like evidence of your availability.
Welcome to
That's
today's
like
episode,
that,
guys.
like
You can't show me. You can't show me.
In today's episode of Last Week was Friday, I think we want to start first with rap. I want to start with the rap game. Shego, or is it Prince that shared something today on the TL that I want to share with you guys? It was a very, very interesting rap stuff. I didn't believe it'd be that interesting though. So, yes.
What TL?
Let me share my screen. So, people of God, you should listen to this. You should actually listen to this. And then we'll break it down. Who be that now? Are you ready, guys? Are you ready to You Don't Miss Me?
You don't miss me, you just miss the way I made you feel. You don't miss me, you just miss the way I paid the bill. Like I was so important to you, and not the way you live. Your obsession with people's opinions and how you broke the internet with the pictures like those were ever real.
Damn.
You don't miss me, you just miss the way I shielded your insecurities. How I stood up and well presented you, complimented you, gave you purpose so they don't see the truth.
Damn.
So they don't see how you was lost and misguided, lacking proper foundation on purpose. I gave you guidance.
Damn.
I gave you purpose, a proper vision on my name. When you broke up, I'm responsible to fix. I'm responsible to think for the both of us, how you fared and how you managed through the day like you was wise and very capable.
Damn.
You wasn't capable. You needed me to think for you, and now I'm gone. You can feel the gap when it's just only you.
Damn.
That I did, you gon' remember that's the only truth. You think you was in love, and now you broken, that is not the truth. You lived inside my livelihood. You felt the warmth of protection. My leadership was impeccable. That's what you remember. That's exactly what you meant. That is why you can't replace me. That is why you cannot hear.
Damn.
You don't miss me. You just miss the way I made you feel. You don't miss me. All you miss is what I was to you. You search for my efforts and all these other guys, but you don't realize I was in love. The only reason why I pray that you move on and find another so you do better. But as for me, I can't be back. My life is all better.
Okay. Now that's rap. That's the kind of rap I spit out. That's rap. I know magic when I see one because I spit magic. That's his rap.
Use my gear for television to listen to Andrew Tate.
That's a double-edged Sandra there. That's a double-edged. I put my gear in front of television to listen to Andrew Tate.
Wait, that's a double what? That's a double what?
She's the queen. She's the queen of all the takes, aka mistakes. Andrew Tate, all the takes, misses takes, mistakes.
This is why.
Queen of all.
This is exactly why your raps have not gone anywhere. This is why.
Bro. I have see. I when I spit out there, I spit out double-edged Sandra. That's a double-edged Sandra there. A fucking double-edged Sandra. But you guys don't know it.
Who listens to them?
People, 400 different people all over different countries. I have listeners all over like 5-6 different countries all over the world. Yeah, I can show you the stats.
What is the stats? What's the duration on average? I don't know what they call the metric.
My song is 3 minutes. People listen to the end of the songs and they will play.
Now, let us do this.
I have 80% replay.
I listen to it in the US. So now me cover US location. That's one of the countries. You listen in Nigeria. That's
not listen to it in Spain.
That's 3.
Then, out of all those 400 people, you replay them like 396 times.
That's not true. That's not true. You people are washing down gold. They're washing down my effort. Gold, bro. Do you know how many musicians out there think they have talents, but have never released a song? Me, I have released a song, 2 songs, singles, topping the Billboard Top 100 in Africa and Blackboard Top 100. No, sorry, Blackboard Top 100 in Africa, on Billboard Top 100. Me alone, 2 boards in Africa, Top 100. My singles, yeah.
What's the blacklist? Why do they have a blacklist?
Who's blacklist?
What was Blacklist the movie about? What? People on the blacklist, who were they?
I don't know.
Okay, let me tell you. People on the blacklist were the bad guys. So if your song is going on a blackboard and only your songs are on the blackboard, my brother, something is not right.
No, guys,
No. My song is on blackboard.
I understand Egorp. What Egorp is basically saying is that the only way to get credibility is to create it yourself. For example, when they said make value, he reached that point that his rich dad told him that he should make money, should create money, and he went to go and make counterfeit money, if you remember that chapter, if you're in it. So someone said that make good music top the charts, and Egorp went ahead to create the charts. Now, the only way that can be authentic is
real. What?
Bro, create your own Grammy and act surprised.
Create your
Word.
Create your awards. It's the same thing I'm going to do. I'm going to put it and buy awards.
One best music of the year, or
so if you can't top the chart,
I don't blame you guys, right? I don't blame you guys.
Create your own chart.
Please, if you can't top the charts, beat the charts.
I'm about to take a personal blackboard.
I can't blame you guys.
And when it blows, Egorp will have certified number 1 on the chart. So I mean, it's chess, 3D chess.
I have certified number 1. I don't have a potential to. I am certified number 1 on Billboard Top 100, Blackboard Top 100. Me.
Who's number 2?
1. Me.
Who's number 3?
Before and after myself.
So before and after.
Number 3. I don't look at anything below 1 and 2. So I don't know.
So your third and fourth songs are rubbish.
I don't have third and fourth.
Wait.
I did not like put them up there.
Egorp, I don't give you lyrics, so so that I cannot look at anything below 1 and 2 because I have my own. Oh my God, I have my own free will. I have to want to arrange it better. Like I want to. Okay, so I can't do anything below 1 or 2. I have my own part. Only if
because
I
have to want to.
Also, yes, exactly. Put it in a lyric and to top your own chart.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
See, we get evidence now.
Today, I was practicing one of. Let me give you guys snippets of my new coming up track. It's called ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. It's very interesting. It's very
that's
interesting.
so Shadi Poppy, but let's go. I think Qatar. Sorry.
I think it's what it is.
That's Qatar. See him again, oh. See him again.
No. ABC. I know my ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. I know my ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. All right. Let me give you guys a pinch of the iceberg. Slime.
Wait, stop.
Lime.
Stop. Wait. What's the purpose of this episode? You're
talking there now.
I can hear you guys. I can hear you say, Shego, you said you talk to him there now. I can hear you now.
Egorp's network and music joy.
He's fighting so hard to act normal.
I can hear you guys. I can fucking hear you guys. Why not they do like this?
Maybe also on the network.
In the introduction of worst entries, this is the worst start to the podcast ever.
Tell you, Egorp will be
This is
talking with the pause.
I don't think this is the worst out of a podcast. I think this is, I don't know, this is just a start, to be honest. I don't think it's the worst though. Yeah,
It's
there
yet
been
many
many.
episodes. Egorp found no hook. Egorp, why your fan don't they move?
Yeah, I said it, my internet will break now. I said it before it happened, so it was planned. But I'm back. So what I was saying was, let me give you like it's into my coming up single. So listen. Slime. Lime. I'm. Me. E. Okay. I know
Can
my
we get
ABC.
to our
Say my ABCs are 1, 2, 3. ABCs are 1, 2, 3. ABCs, ABCs, A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V Y
Can we get to
Z
our
Z
editor, please cut
Z.
this wrong.
Z 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 3, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Why
18,
can't I
19,
mute this nigga,
20,
bro?
20, 20, 21 sewage. That's what they call me with the village. Oh no, I know your babe. I see her back. I'm back in the village. If you don't know me, check the internet, the global village. Oh no, please. Oh no, when they go slap me in the village. I only know 1, 2 because every time I want to smash
This
your
shit,
babe in the bathroom too. Oh no, flush that bathroom. Oh no, and smoking just a backwood.
Egorp, you too much. I mean, Speedality has 15 hours to respond.
Thank you very much.
Because if Speedality can blow, Egorp can blow. That I know.
What do you mean I can blow? I have blown, bro. Like ABCs I want to please. Hey, do you see the punchline? I started with the punchline.
Egorp,
I started with the punchline.
You need to pause.
I started with the punchline. ABC.
I know,
I
you are good, you're awesome.
My punchline was slime, line, I'm, me, E. Spell the word slime. Now remove
Bro,
1
you
letter after
literally
the
just
letter
spelled it.
back. Now remove 1 letter from slime from the back. Slime. Remove S.
Explain what
Lime.
the punchline
Remove
is.
L. I'm. Remove I. Me. Remove M. E. I know my ABCs. I 1, 2, 3.
You just displayed your musical literacy on this call.
See, like literally, that's the double S, Sandra. I spelled the word slime from the back, and none of you knew.
Please, you have said this thing like 60 times. So what does a double S Sandra mean?
It's for
You know,
records.
It's so funny because we have not even corrected him. We just keep letting him say Exandra.
Because they don't know what it is.
I'm not sure. I think it's not Exandra. But okay.
Double S, Sandra. Double S,
Exandra
Sandra.
sound like one Land Cruiser version like that. We never come on.
You know, Musa, when you make a punchline, it's just 1 Sandra. Then you make 2 punchlines inside 1 word. Then it's like 2 Sandra. Then you make like 3 or 4 different punchlines inside 1 word. It's like double edge Sandra. So, the double edge Sandra.
Guy, just Google the word, please. Stop. Please.
Nope. I'm not going to Google it. Slime. Lime. I'm. Me. E. ABCs are 1, 2, 3s. I know my ABCs are 1, 2, 3s. So welcome to the episode. We spent 26 minutes previewing my current album that's coming out, Tech Sheets. Watch out, Tech Sheets is coming out, guys. So with that being said, thank you into this episode. So let's get on. Musa, how was your week? Musa seems to be busy, and all of us are jobless now. We don't have work we're doing with our life. So when we come on the podcast like this now, we are just useless or jobless. Musa is the only busy person with his big keyboard and his wide chair. You know, he's always pressing his computer. He missed last episode, but today he's so busy that he gave us a small chance to be here, but still he can't even give us time. He's still working on his computer. So the busiest man in the room, please kindly let us know how was your busy week.
It's interesting for you with your own mouth to analyze your own inferiority complex.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what kind of break it? Like, why would you break it down? Why would you? Oh my God, let my internet's not break. I can't be taken.
You think that you're going to give me, you think that you're giving me what you want to, I'm going to give you back. My week, all I can say is that on Saturday I slept for 11 hours. That's the summary of how this week went. Like, I literally slept for 11 hours because I have been doing like 2-3 hours a day on sleep. It goes sound like a joke, but that was literally my reality.
Is it like your day job or which of your jobs that is keeping you this busy? ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Musa Obed, I know my ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. I know my ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Y, K, R, U, U, V, lights. I know my ABCs and 1, 2, 3. Where's Musa Obed now?
Sorry, I did. You asked me a question.
I said, what was like taking your time the most this week?
What else? Guide, like, have you not noticed I missed 2 third episodes? I never miss a third episode. But like, I'm not even joking. Every single time I want to hold the mic and record, I'm just in a meeting. Like, I cannot even find 5 minutes to just freaking pause and record that thing. That's why today I recorded for the entire week. Monday to Friday, nothing is ever going to disrupt me again. And guys, as of today, I'm gonna start a new thing on LinkedIn. Go and check it out. That's why this guy is saying that I'm a busy person. I'm trying to like fix the final loose ends, and then
What's Musa doing on the LinkedIn now?
But yeah, you see.
What the fuck is this guy doing on the LinkedIn now?
Option.
Okay, that's your whole week. That's what happened, Abi.
Yes, boss.
God, I barely do anything on LinkedIn these days. Like, I don't know, man. I was surprised when I saw it. I went to LinkedIn by mistake and then I saw a comment from Musa Obed on somebody else's page, and the comment was like a few hours ago, and I was like, what the fuck? How is this boy here? So, how was your week, Prince?
This week, like, I know I've been in different phases of my life, but this week was pursuit of happiness phase. In the real sense of the word. Anyway, straight up, remember that thing that you sent, Musa, on the venture capital startups, that angel investors and all that? I said, this is exactly what I've been looking for. Remember? Mm-hmm. Before then, I was already hard searching for VC, small and medium-sized VC firms for me to go and old school the thing and hand them my resume. So that list was very, very helpful. So on Tuesday, I set out to hit the street. 9 to 5, trekking, handing out my resumes, guy. All I can say is, na pursuit of happiness week. It was a very interesting, and all I know is say my biography will turn bestseller. That is the thing I can assure.
You know your ABTs are 1, 2, 3.
This guy. No, we studied the promote music.
No, but congratulations.
What is congratulations, niggas? As they plan his. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I learned in the process. I learned how the world works. you will then realize that black people, we know like ourselves true. I'm telling you, because when you see, these Wall Street things you're going to see, until you actually hit the streets, you're going to see more. So there are all these high-rise skyscrapers, and there are a lot of companies. Let's say, for example, Citadel and Millennium and Bank of America, their headquarters are in the same building, for example. They have reception downstairs with security, all of them wearing full suits, 3-piece, all that. You will notice that it is the non-black people that are even willing to try to help me carry resume, say they know 1 or 2 people if you hand them to. You get, the black niggas, oh boy. Even the way they go look yourself, like because they give you suit when you do security job, they feel like privileged nigga. That's foolish, it was quite.
This is like a common thing that happens.
I'm not saying it's common thing that happens. I'm just saying based on experience. I mean, it can be biased. It's possible I met all the daft at once. But there was a man that was pretty like helpful, and at least he tried to call 1 or 2 people, and they gave me access to go upstairs. That was for which company? I think Bomboa. I've forgotten. I'm not sure. No, that was for Quant Solutions. Anyway, but that man, he was African, like no cap. You could hear his Gambian accent. So I mean, I appreciate him for that. But the YN beside him, the young nigga beside him, the way the guy looked himself, it was very clear. Yeah, I'm being called now. That's my week.
Interesting. Congratulations. That must be a good one. Shego, how was your week?
Oh my God. Last time we went out this path, we preached for hours.
That's true.
Today I'm on the mic. Fuck, I'll stop saying that shit, bro. Well, on Monday I had to pay to sleep. Crazy. I paid 50,000 naira to sleep on Monday. That's one. My mates are getting engaged. Like, people are getting married.
Bro.
Like, actual people are getting married.
Bro.
On Friday, I refused to work. I went out on Friday, I went out with somebody's daughter, and I spent the whole day outside on Friday. And yeah, that's basically what happened this week. But there are questions, right? There are questions that are supposed to actually be for this podcast. I was thinking out loud during the week, and I spoke to Egorp. But the questions are: have we lost sight of the hustle, and are we spending more time on other people's hustle rather than building shit and building our own hustle? Right? So,
that's a good question. That's a very good question.
Have we lost sight of the hustle? It's a question. I mean, that's the main question, right? And also, why do you do what you do, basically? Those are the questions that have come up,
I think
So that's where we begin. That's where the podcast actually starts. Not the rubbish we listened to earlier and noise. I think the editor can crop out the noise and start from where the podcast actually began.
Yeah.
I would like to remind the editor that the editor works with me. So whatever they choose to do.
We would like to remind the editor that editor, some people here have opened.
Wait. Go all this church. Daniel, edit it and come and collect your 15K.
Daniel, good fucking luck.
Because if threat or money, which are better pass.
I swear, I no go tell Dan anything. You no go tell Dan anything. This is the only information we'll give him. Let bygones be bygones. Let's see what happens. Let's see what comes out in post.
I go add Daniel.
Let bygones be bygones. I go buy God. Egorp, you go feature with your album.
That's such a musical line. Early
telling
days
you.
of B.
Guy, please, me and you on the track. God will be faster than lightning. I say. You dey feel another double edged Sandra. Me
Bro,
and
shut the
Chris on
fuck up
track.
and let's
Will be faster than
get
lightning.
back to
And
where
run
we
this
were,
fast.
Go
please.
back to the real question Shego asked. Shego asked a very serious question. Now, I understand. I'm reading a book right now. That's my current read. What's Your Dream by Simon Squibb.
I know that guy.
Yeah, if you have not heard of the book, it literally just came out last month. True. Moving on. So he's talking about like he understands the point of when he asks people what their dream is, and they're like, hey, I need money right now for rent, family, I have obligations. And that is the part that I have to read twice because it seems like it matters to my life right now. But he's saying the truth that if you actually have a dream, I think about it constantly, and it's always in your mind, you go start to calculate with it. There will always be something you can do to try to push it. You feel me? So, I mean, how that applies to my life, I cannot share right now because I don't know. Myself, I see the reason for. But one thing I know for sure is that, let me use an example of the Wall Street route. The general route for Wall Street is that you go to a top school. No, you lick enough ass, you enter a top school. Or you're from a good family.
Bro, I'm not. Sorry.
You enter a top school. Wait now. You enter a top school. The top school has alumni in Goldman Sachs, for example. You enter summer analyst program, you work your ass off. Then you become an analyst, you become an associate, senior associate, VP. Then you leave them and enter private equity. That by then you already have like 4 kids that don't know your name. That's when you become a father because now you're in your 40s, 50s. That is the general life overview. I've always spent most of your life in back office, editing Excel and nobody will read. But you're a big man now, and now you can buy a Lamborghini for your son-in-law when your daughter wants to finally get married, and she will despise you secretly. But moving on. Now, instead of all that generalized part, if your part is to do private equity, you can literally go from the back door and find people in private equity and go to their back office. You get my go. I'm just using this for example. I start working in mail room, security, this thing. I start climbing up slowly and surely, but you surely become this thing. You get my point? So there's the route that is in our mind that, okay, I will do this, then I'll walk here, and I'll get experience here, and I'll move here, and I'll move that. But there's also, if you have an end goal, jump straight to the end goal. So me saying that, I'm talking to myself because things way. My problem on is that I don't even know the one part. I get like 4 different parts where I fight over myself right now. But that is just my inputs concerning that.
Are you have you forgotten the side of the hustle? That's the first question. I think about this constantly. You get, right? And I promise myself I'll say no more this year than I would say yes. So I don't know how that's working about, but I have not forgotten the part of the hustle or like building something for ourselves. I have not forgotten that. I still hold it very dear to me. My company is priority above every other thing I do. That's how I will answer the question. What was the second question, Shego?
Musa, what's your answer to it?
My answer is that understand that there's compounding, right? And I think it's very like what exactly you are doing matters. I think there's like a timing that you need situational awareness as regards the timing of the thing that you are doing. What I mean is that I think, and I've told Egorp this, right? Certain things you can build capacity for it within the jobs that you currently have. Doesn't mean that you're sacrificing your own goals. First of all, unless your plan is to work in your company the rest of your life, I don't even think that's anybody's plan here, right? I think that the priority and the focus is look at it as you are using this time working for somebody as an opportunity to go deeper in knowledge and to go deeper in understanding, right? Because whether you like it or not, once you are a business owner, and once you are like your own founder and your own like boss, you might not have enough time. Yes, the knowledge will come as you're doing the work, but use the time that you have now working for somebody to play around and understand what you're doing, right? Because there's a freedom you have working for somebody that you will not have when you're working for yourself. But of course, again, it's dependent on what exactly you're doing. So if you are doing like a high, for example, you are doing something in finance, right? This is the opportunity to learn like the players in the field, to create contacts, like to be able to like get industry knowledge about certain things. Because by the time you are building your own business, you capitalize on those contacts. You capitalize on all of those things, and they know you, right? Because who you were working for already had clout and already had street cred. And you working through that person, you had access to these kind of people. But if you just do it by yourself, you might not have the access. You might not have all of these things. So I mean, leverage what you can leverage in your current working conditions. And then once it is time, like sooner or later, everybody will ball. Once it is time, ball out and do your own thing. But by that time, right, ensure you have gleaned and carried and soaked like sponge. Soak everything where if you soak. Soak all the knowledge, soak all the wisdom, soak all the connections, because you go need that when you start your own. For me, that's my own perspective. Like, I will not trample down on the fact that, you know, I've been privileged to be working in a space that gives me access to a lot of things, right? So before rushing my own idea, I will first try and understand everything I can possibly understand from my current position. Because I know that that gives me the whole capacity. Because, guy, how old are we? Like, bro, I'm still in our 20s. And like, in our mid-20s. Like, even if you start in the next 5 years, everything goes up. Nothing goes up, right? It's just a period of learning. What you do is when you now, what is now a problem is when you're now wasting working in another person's company. Because it's like a classroom. Working for somebody is a classroom, and you must treat it like a classroom. Waiting and feel learn. What are the questions I go ask? What are the things I need to like be able to understand? Who are the people around me? Like, grow your situational awareness to be inclined towards learning. That's my own perspective and position, because you go really need them when you start your own. And it might even be more difficult for you if you start off without this foundation of contacts, without this foundation of industry people, because you now have to gain street cred. But if people already know you in the field, it is easier to establish what you need to establish. But again, as I said, it might not be relevant for some people because we are in a finance, you know, we're doing finance. It might not be relevant if your own view is to do
I
again.
hear
Like,
we.
eh?
I heard we.
Some people on this call.
There.
Some people on this call. We as in yes in French. That's my decision.
Mad.
That's my own viewpoints.
Mad.
Shego, what's your viewpoint? I have thoughts on what Musa just said.
I want to hear your thoughts, please.
I understand Musa's, and I can see the knowledge in what he's saying. But then there's a thing that comes with working for people that you do not know when you are supposed to quit. You find a situation where people are working in a certain space where they know the people, they know the industry, they have been there for a while, they've spent time building shit in that space. And when it's time to quit, they do not know when it's time to quit. Like, you can't see the time to quit because their whole life is built around the thing that they've spent days learning. They spend their 20s on behind an Excel sheet, moving things around, calculating this, doing this. You have become so intertwined with that other person's business that you are so into it, you do not see yourself doing any other thing outside. And even when you do, you cannot imagine you succeeding, or you can't imagine what happens, like the failure that comes with doing the thing outside that person's business. You can't just imagine it, right? How do you handle such a situation? Because it's inevitable, and the thing about working in another person's business for the longest time, you wanting to learn and soak yourself inside, and like is a very thin line between you being there learning and then you being carried away. You don't know when that happens. Someone's working for a company 5 years, 6 years.
But I don't understand. Like, you're talking as if like he's an external person. Like everybody is like in class, is like in actual class in school. People they there. We just this like they just there on vibes and inshallah. In the same class, you get somebody where they jack their life. In the same class, some person get ambition because they see how this physics where they study to be able to do the course I want to do in university. Like at the end of the day, it's about your perspective. Like, what perspective are you using where you are? Like, what is your mindset? Because the same person in the same environment, like the same environment with different people, like have different motivations. So it's really about your motivation. Of course, now, if your goal is that you don't want to learn anytime you go, but like my point is, you should be conscious about. That's why I use situational awareness. You should be situationally aware of where you are and situationally aware of where you want to go. Because that awareness is what will allow you to connect the bridge so that you don't see it as waste or you don't see it as, oh my God, I'm wasting my years working for somebody. Because the person know they pay you. It's not like it's free now. I mean, the person know they pay you. The person they pay you.
Yeah, the person is paying you now, but like the money becomes your lifestyle becomes so dependent on that amount of money that you just.
Bro, say your lifestyle, oh, please don't generalize.
My lifestyle is not dependent on. I'm just saying, like, this is very easy to slip into that hole.
I have an alternate approach to the question. So there are two scenarios here according to Musa. The one that feels like they are waiting away, and then there's the one that is actually jacking and learning in class. Let us use this analogy. There's a school that there is no graduation day. There is no graduation year. You get everything varies. It's you that will tell yourself, hey, I'll graduate. But for every year you are there, you keep learning new stuffs. Because of this is trying to follow the assumption that you are in a place, you are getting contacts, you get. No matter how long you stay, there will never be a point that you have gotten 100% from your mentor, or 100% of his contacts, 100% of all the knowledge. So how will you know that, it is time to branch out? I think that is a better question. You get?
Prince,
Yeah?
are you done?
No. Okay. Let me add one more thing to that. So, for example, the hedge funds that we all know and love, at least I do, Citadel them, a lot of them, they broke out of other hedge funds. But they broke out so varying times that you don't even know the moment that they broke out. It's possible that they broke out and did not still find alpha before they broke out, but they're like, I want to do my own thing. So there's no point exactly that they know they broke out. It's possible they're still getting contacts, they're still knowing stakeholders, they're still getting a reputation. So how do you know exactly when you leave? Because remember, the older you get, the harder it is for you to leave, simply because you have kids.
Interesting.
In my opinion, I call it a paradox, and I don't know the answer.
So, knowing when to break out and not having 100% from your mentor, right? That's Prince's angle. Right? And then there's Musa, situational awareness, and Egorp worried about people who don't know when to leave and enjoying the salary. For Prince, I don't believe you can never actually get 100% from your mentor by just being with your mentor, actually. It now comes down to, are you doing the work? Now, Musa gave the example of a classroom. And also we can give example of like Forex courses, programming courses, all of them, right? There are about, let's say, 1,000 people who come and watch that course. Out of 1,500 people who come and say the course is bullshit, they want to buy the next course. Out of the other 500, there are 20 people who come out of there and then they become like outstanding programmers, and then there are others. Now, the whole mentorship thing is learning what you can learn and then knowing how to work on what you've learned in order to become the person you want to be. So it's not about trying to get 100%. I think it's about gaining enough information to then come up with your own ideas and work with what you have to now improve. This is why failing fast is very important, because the more you fail fast, the more you learn things that you've not necessarily learned from your mentor, but his teachings have given you ideas on how to handle those things, right? That's one. Then I think the concept of situational awareness is very, very vital. And it brings about the whole, what I say now, concept of situational awareness. I think that's the key thing here, being situationally aware, right? That you might be too in-depth in the work you are doing. It doesn't mean that you're actually wasting your time or you've forgotten the hustle. This is why I felt Musa's point a lot, right? Because it's taking 100% of your time, and then you are now too focused on how it's taking your time. You might get frustrated that this job is not allowing me to hustle, it's doing this to my life. But if you now look at the other side of it now, you now have contacts that will make your business grow faster, which is a positive. You are now aware of how to strategically position yourself in the market, using finance as an example, which is also a positive. You're not aware of things that you're not aware of industry standards that big organizations try to avoid. And you know the why behind why they're avoiding, the why behind the decision to avoid this sort of standards. So that sort of awareness now, if you look at it from that angle, it now gives you a way that, okay, you can position yourself in this situation. Now, I am with an organization, and then I've positioned myself in a way that I have access to people that are moving XYZ figures in USD. Then I also have a second organization where I have people that move these volumes daily, and I'm in contact with some of them. So that's a positive, right? But if you focus on the other side, it's more like, oh shit, this thing is just taking my time. But meanwhile, the end goal is to build something. Shit. Anyways, this week I had I had some conversations this week, and then people losing their jobs, people not having time for their own personal shit, people complaining about how what they do currently takes their time. Then also I had a conversation not too long ago with one Uber guy who mentioned about he was living Fly, and all of a sudden his job came to an end, and now he's an Uber guy. So all these thoughts just come together, and they're like, have you really lost sight of the hustle? That's why the question came about. It's like, hear your opinions of everything. But I think situational awareness is now like the key word here. Being aware of what you are doing. I honestly don't have a problem working for somebody within a time bound, because at the end of the day, no matter who you are, no matter what you do, no matter what you claim to be, you're working for somebody at a level. Even if you're an entrepreneur, you're working for your customer. If you're editing podcasts, you're working for your clients. So no matter how you say you don't want to work for somebody, in real sense, you are working for somebody. But the problem might now be the rules governing where you work, right? So I don't believe in, I can't work for anybody, because I don't think that's a real thing. You always work for somebody. It just depends on the rules that govern how you work, where you work. That's one thing. But I mean, it's all good. Then Egorp, salary. What's about salary? Falling in love with the salary, basically.
Salary is a fucking trap, bro.
Well, to some, I think in every situation, there are like multiple angles. Some people might see that salary is a trap. Some people might see salary as a building block to their own shit. Some people might see salary as survival mode. I mean, paying family bills and everything. So I feel like it's just understanding this situation around a person's behavior. That's the
You are
key thing to now
you are
know
giving a
if
very psychological approach. Like you are giving a very theoretical approach to it. Like practically, Shego, salary is a trap on all levels. Higher salary, lower salary, it's all a trap. What do I mean by this? It means like it gives you a certain level of life, right? It gives you a certain level of ability to do things, and then it locks you into that ability. Meaning, all you think about is making more and not losing what you have. Like you automatically start having a fear of losing what you have, because so now, I can afford to do this comfortably. That's cool, and then you start doing it, and then all of a sudden, shit. Without like, I don't think people don't think that without this salary, I can't do this anymore. Like I can't. Like they forget that without this salary, I can't do this. And that's where you know that you're locked in. Like you're gone. You're gonna at that point in time. You can't
it now
start
depends on what you're using.
the money.
It depends on what you're using the salary to do.
Fair point.
If you're using the salary to ball, you know that you are in a situation where you are living on
Borrowed time.
what's it called? You are living on salary to salary or month to month basis. So if it gets cut at the end of the month, that's when you have that fear. If you're investing your salary to build something that is yielding a certain level of profit, that means you're already somebody who knows how to survive with a limited amount of cash, and you're willing to wait for your investment to yield results. Losing your job will not necessarily affect you because you've put a large volume of your salary into something over time and you have a fallback. So it may not necessarily trap you in that state. It all depends on your lifestyle and what the salary is doing for you. So if the salary is a means to an end, or how was the English I'll speak there, I think that's where fear now comes. And then you now try to do everything within that circle not to lose your job. And at the end of the day, you still lose your job. So that's just a fucked up circle. And it's knowing where you are within the whole perspective of salary and what you're using your salary to do. Ish. Then for knowing when to walk away.
Knowing when to walk away. I think that's another hard thing to do is like knowing when to actually walk away.
That sounds like a book.
Sorry?
That sounds like a book someone should write.
Knowing when to walk away.
I'll buy the book.
The good title.
I'm done. I'm done writing. Bro, pay me.
Musa
is on the call.
Personally, I feel like salary is slavery, if not absolutely needed. If you don't need capital for your business or for your dream, and you are living in family, you don't have rent on your neck, or you have already paid rent for the next 12 months, so you know that at least let me try 8 months on my hand before I go and start looking for money to pay the next rent, then salary can be dragging you back. Now, when I say if you don't have capital for your dreams, let's look at Mr. Beast, for example. Well, I seen that video he made a video to himself, I think made in 2015. Back then, he seen the high schooler, everything, like a 3-minute video on YouTube. And then he put it into, he posted 5 years later. And it was just like, dear future self, that please. Basically, that's what he was saying. Have 1 million subscribers by the time you're seeing this 5 years from now. Please. Basically, already almost knock 100 million subscribers in that 5 years time. You get my point? So he was staying with family and he just realized that, see, this YouTube thing is my dream. I don't really send this test. He was literally saying, I'm recording this video when I'm supposed to be reading for a test. So he went all in. He knew that he did not need money. He was basically he would leak a sweet and tell you how many leaks it was. I think that was Ryan Higa that did that. That Ryan Higa, he was like the king of YouTube before Mr. Beast came up. Or currently, someone asked him in an interview, I don't know how old this interview was, that if you had no money and you want to do it all again, what would you do? Said, I mean, there are some things you can do. For example, like running a marathon backward. People want to see that. It doesn't require money. You get? So the point that I'm talking about is that employment makes sense if it fits the bill.
Sorry, Prince.
What?
Sorry, Prince. Egorp, when are you doing that?
Is it
Why am I the perfect candidate to do that? Like, say, running a
When are you
marathon.
running a marathon backward? I know how you think.
You don't really. Based on Mr. Beast's approach, I can see someone that tries to do weird things like trying to run a marathon backwards, all this kind of thing, getting 1 million subscribers this year. Because it's interesting shit to watch, man. I'm not learning shit, but this is interesting. This guy has balls. And it doesn't require money. So it just proves his point that just do what's in your mind, pursue that in direct. So my own 2 cents on the whole matter is, like Shego said, if the money can help the goal, if the money is adding towards it, but if you're in a position of leverage, my brother, use leverage or use them, like say they owe you money, use them. Your parents are feeding you, chop their food and pursue your dream direct, because you don't always have leverage. Your beers don't connect, at least few of us.
When I fuck you. When I think about
Wait,
things like this.
pause. I need that part of this clip as evidence. When I that is very wrong timing, bro. Wrong combination of words.
When I think about things like this, I get scared. Literally, I do. Coming back from the bus, I was coming from Lagos today on my way back, right? On the trip, I was just thinking to myself, what the fuck am I doing in my life? Like, I ask myself that question every single time, like regularly, at least once in every 2 days. Simply because I'm scared as fuck, bro. Like, I'm scared that, like, I may not just be doing the right thing. I may not just be doing the thing. Like, fuck what Musa used to say about, it's not linear. Like, guy, like, seeing, there's some facts that are just facts. No matter how non-linear it is for you to make it, if you are being stupid for the best part of your years, you have a your potential to succeed continues to reduce. So whether it's not linear or not, like, you begin to lose it. Like, you get. So these things make me really scared. Like, scared that, bro, you may not just be the guy. You may be the guy. Do you get? Like, you may have all of it right now, and you may just lose it when you're like 28. Because, that's what happens. Nobody wants you again. You're 28. You're now boring fuck. They don't care. I do not know. Do you guys get scared?
Who told you you're a boring fuck at 28?
Just saying, person may just be 28 and boring fuck. Like, you may just be a regular guy.
When waiting this nigga name, Bezos, when he entered the limelight, what age?
I don't know.
Why
I don't think.
Why are you stabbing your leg? 28 is still a young person. No?
Like, I don't think age is actually really a limiting factor.
Yeah.
Basically, you just compound enough to the age where it all comes together and happen. You can never know for sure what time, right?
But you don't want to be 40 and in your father's house. You don't want to.
That's why you make moves. You have to make the moves. Like, do it scared, but do it really. You just
what
have
is
to
the thing
do it.
What is the thing you are doing, God? See, this is the part where, like, all these questions are coming up and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Do you get? I will leave the remaining for after the recording clicks end. But then it's like, I would like to hear you people's points. Are you ever scared that you may not just be compounding in the right direction?
No.
This nigga, I've listened to Jeko too much. You don't get the good news is you came a long way.
The bad news is you went the wrong way. Like, that line is so fucking deep. It's like, you actually did it, bro.
My brother, if your money is fucking up, you're in the right way. If equity is adding, you're in the right way, my brother.
There's no playbook around wrong and right paths.
In my opinion, the only surefire way is to follow God. But because you cannot really map it. It's the same way when I went to okay, Bowen. I went to Bowen University. To our listeners here, don't bring it up again. But I went to Bowen, and before I went to Bowen, I had admission for all this. It wasn't exactly Ukraine. I've forgotten the place. It was for econometrics, and I felt like my life was behind because, I mean, I got a very powerful jam score. My WAEC, I got all B's, 1A, like 1C or something. And everything was looking beautiful. And why the hell am I over 265 in jam? And I'm here, admissionless. And I read that admission abroad, but then after everything, they threw me in Bowen for a course that I don't want. 9 minutes, 6 weeks after school I started, I'll be 7 weeks after school I started. I felt like, what am I doing here? I'm meant to be in Schengen, figuring it out and doing what I wanted to do, because that was what I wanted to do. And now I'm here studying maths and statistics. So, I mean, as long as you're a Christian, that thing that looks like is the wrong direction might actually be another angle, because now only God knows.
How many years do you want to be expecting the angle?
If I studied econometrics, then go read Bible, pray to God, you go reveal and say, if I studied econometrics back then, first, war in Ukraine, who knows what happened? Why? Who knows? You get, maybe I'll be stuck there. Who knows? Who bloody knows? Number 2, econometrics no fit stand beside statistics in current generation. What's econometrics sabi about AI decrease? You get my point? So, who could have known that statistics go hot past all these things? Even computer science, no offense to you, computer science students, statistics hot past all of our courses combined. So, it's just, you don't really know what is cooking. I remember 2 years into university, because my parents say you have to do first class. Now I go bomb first class. Say, well, it's time for me to travel. They say you have already got in first class. It's 3 more years. I felt like betrayal, but like 2 years, I think it was until pandemic that I now started to realize that this my course might actually be hot too. When I actually accepted the reality that you can't just throw away 2 years already. You have to make this work. So I guess you don't really know if you're in the right place. Just believe in God and keep pushing, keep bombing. And before you know it, that part that look like we're a part. Right now, I'm currently teaching to those people that have known the previous episodes. And you wonder, why am I not in wherever I'm meant to be? But to be honest, some days I think about it and I tell myself that, guy, this teaching might be the best possible thing to be in right now. Because of where I see myself teaching, like TED Talks and all those kind of things. And even my YouTube self, I can tell that I have affinity for this thing. In time, I will blow, obviously, by God's grace. But like, I feel like teaching these students, because I feel like I am on a good path, I don't feel the stress of, I'm teaching this on graceful ass kids. At least that's what I tell myself to laugh, even though they are quite interesting. Or I will tell myself that, what am I doing here? I feel like I'm wasting my life. My jiggers are trading. And I'm here standing and teaching 8th graders. But no, when I go to class, I enjoy it fully. Like, happier than I was in Silicon Valley. And as I'm enjoying it, apart from the longest commute, I am genuinely enjoying the art of teaching. I don't prepare for my classes. I'm literally going there to wing it and try to hack my brain. How do I make this person understand these complex concepts that master students don't understand? So I feel like there's some things that I'm gaining from this that I could have only gained from this experience. So you can never really know which direction you're going, my guy. And God, you know that. Now, just for you to do it in video, who knows?
In summary, the summary now goes back to Malam's point, yeah? Picking what you can soak up. I'll be soaking up the knowledge you can soak up from wherever you are. Situational awareness, accepting reality, those are just the key things here, man. Picking your perspective and just running with that. And let's see where that gets you, man. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Your mates are getting married.
Are you married?
Eh?
Are you married?
No.
My mate's never married now.
My drive.
I am married to Jesus, it leave me alone.
You.
That's what the Mr. Onso. Let it be you. You now move you.
I said me now. Now why they say you? You don't watch them.
I don't watch them. Very interesting series.
You happy? Okay.
Awesome.
Is this up? Egorp, they ponder deep, bro.
I dey ponder deep, bro. I dey think, what the fuck have I learned in where I am in the last few months? And is it time to move on?
No, they allow them, but just reprioritize. You have to bro, just reprioritize how you look at it.
There's one thing somebody said that, like, the thing keeps ringing in my head every single week since last year. I remembered it. Do you get? The person said, Egorp doesn't see things through. Egorp doesn't see things through. That's my problem with Egorp. So now,
Who said that?
we all know who said that.
I already know.
So I keep on thinking to myself, like, why the fuck does this guy say these things? Do you get? So these questions that Shego are asking now, they're now making me think. Like, they're making me think about my own situation. It's about, like, have we lost sight of the hustle, right? And then are we just wasting our time working for people? And then down to what you said about, like, you know, situational awareness, like you're being aware of where you are. And then the point as a prince is like, you really do not know where you are, like where you are, or how important where you are is right now. Like, this is not exactly how Prince said this, but like, this is what I got from it. Like, you really do not know exactly where you are, how meaningful it is now, until like a few years later, then you can now know the meaningful. Like, you can now look at them like, okay, that was helpful. Like him being doing master statistics and like seeing how that ties back into AI. You get? So now I'm like, what does this guy mean that I don't see things true?
Ask now. Ask.
Because like,
ask. Instead of you trying to like create these scenarios in your head, just ask.
I'm not going to ask. He's going to
7-7.
Like he's going to actually give me. I'm scared
like,
of the data that he would give
just
me.
Do it, guy. Like it's part of improvement. Just ask, how can I do this?
He will give me data, and I'm scared that it will be true.
Do you know that's the problem? That's the problem. You know that all the answers you are looking for, they're in the good book, they're in the Bible.
Like, why the fuck is this guy talking about Bible with something? Like, like it doesn't sound well from your mouth, Shego.
No, but like that's the honest truth, right? Every answer you ever need is in the Bible.
Shego, your mommy and daddy are not listening to this episode.
Like,
I know. No, there's a way I look at the Bible. Like, I don't like to look at the Bible from church angle. Like, looking at the Bible from just a neutral point of view. Like, from just a neutral point of view, right? I don't know many verses, but like the few I know, it makes sense. So I believe like every answer you have is actually in the Bible. If you're looking for wisdom, Proverbs is your guy. If you're looking for investment, Ecclesiastes is your guy. You're fear to ask, Matthew 7:7 are your guy. You never get the answer if you don't ask, right? Even in trading, you never get a deal if you are scared of asking.
Okay,
so like,
let's go back. Let's go back to the second question you asked. Shego, what was the second question you asked after, or you can't remember after the one of you forgetting the sight of the hustle?
Have you lost sight of the hustle?
And
are you spending so much time working on other people's things and ignoring yours? So that's the second one.
You answered both of them then.
Yeah. Then there was a why. There was a why question.
Why do you do what
you do? I asked you that question within the week and you homed it away.
I homed it because like it's a question where I do not know which of the truths I believe anymore. I was asking myself the same question. Like I was at the location today, aka, and you know, they were like, Egorp, you have done so many things in your life. You've released 2 singles. You have a time in your life where you were making like there's a time in your life where you were making
now where is Kata with me before?
Egorp did not just release 2 singles, he also topped the chart. Don't forget.
They're like, guy, you've been
He
a
found
pain.
the chat containing his two singles.
You win both ways, bro. Anyway, back to they're like, guy, you've not been here. You've been absent. You've literally not been here, and yet you just come and say, let's round up by whenever you choose. We should round up by. Please. Excuse me. Sorry for that.
That will be disciplinarian father.
Sorry for the outburst. Anyway, where was I going? Fuck, Jesus Christ. Have mercy on me. I forgot where I was going to.
Bro, your combination of words are so crazy. Like,
Can somebody else continue for my Please.
Shego just finished telling you about using the Bible. Now when your answer is there, then you're talking after.
You.
I did try to jumpstart your memory, guy.
I know. I don't think it's working.
Oh, no.
Anyway, that's the end of it. Thank you very much. I've lost the thoughts trail.
End the episode with your music in the editing. I beg. That's agitates one.
Daniel, play them. We're like family in this place. Yeah,
bro. What a sad ending.
Yeah, like that song was trending. I have a group of people that whenever they meet every single year, they open the ceremony with we're like family in this place.
Do you know what I like?
The words or the song?
The song.
Like, that song needs to be remade. And I want to have a verse on that song. But with better.
Thank you.
Like, that song has potential. I'm telling you.
Thank you. Do you guys know my new musical mentor, Scoochie Bucci?
Who?
Scoochie Bucci. He's one of the artists I look up to. Like, he's a very amazing artist. Scoochie Bucci.
Is he an Ife artist?
No.
For nobody to know him.
He's the best
what
rapper
does
in
that say
America.
about you?
He's the best rapper in America, Scoochie Bucci.
Who the American don't even know him? Bro.
Okay, he can just join now. He just join.
Is he?
Bro,
is he, is he on your blackboard?
He's not yet on my blackboard.
So he's not the best rapper on your
bro,
blackboard.
we can never know him. If he's not yet on your blackboard and is the best rapper in America, there's a problem. Like, the logic is not logic in it.
No, maybe
Just
don't board.
Search Scoochie Bucci. Scoochie, SCHOOIE, Bucci, the same thing, IE.
It's the fact that you believe somebody is typing that you actually spelled it.
Somebody listeners will type and check it, motherfuckers.
Yeah, Musa is about to help your career.
We're not bad.
Guys, I have to push on. Now,
Musa, I told you that.
I told you let's start 6. I literally said it by 2 p.m. You did not. You said.
Musa, be going. Thank you very much. It was good that we saw your face today. We don't know when next we'll see it. Fuck you.
Bro, you've been fucking lots of men today, bro.
Yeah, Jesus, like
you literally have a number where you said a time where you said I want to fuck you too.
No, I didn't say that. Please, I didn't say that. Thank you all for listening to this episode of Last Week of Friday. Musa, close us, please.
Make I close.
Not just this.
Just like that. Anyways, thank you guys. For kids listening to this, you're not kids anymore. Literally, like guy, like the person that like that's engagement ring, like the person that is actually getting engaged for me. I'm like,
bro, I literally see I senior you.
But see, I'll only be moved. I'm not moved right now. I'll only be moved when a guy on 3 niggas sends IV. That is when I know, oh boy. That is when I go start today.
I think everybody on that group is waiting for one person.
Yeah, they're waiting for Egorp to say IV.
Yes, now your female classmates are not your mates. People need to drag their ear and tell themselves that babe you are eyeing Her husband is already working. He's there for class.
Your mate is 4 years. Bro, if you're in SS3, your mate is just 2 babes. That is the truth.
Bro.
That's not like an idea.
It's the truth.
That sounds like a pedicure.
Now
In
later,
real life.
No, talk am later, please, because SS3 and just the mass is not
Yeah,
mass.
sorry.
I wanted to say somebody was
Later,
ahead of his time. I wanted to say somebody was ahead of his time, but like I won't call the person's name because like that would just be terrible.
you want to say R. Kelly, we know. Moving on.
No.
Oh, Jim.
Chris, what do you mean by that?
I not say anything.
Shego, you see the chat?
Yeah, I can see. I want to understand. Like,
We know
what
who
does
is this
it
guy.
mean?
The person was ahead of his time, bro. Far ahead. I swear. Anyway, but yeah, go on.
Your female classmates are not your mates, so
I know your mate, bro.
don't go and be thinking of babe and saying no, I'll follow her to the same university.
Real Mario has just been knocked out of this cup. Crazy, man. So beautiful.
I'm so unmoved. Like, I'm so unmoved. But anyways, thank you, kids. Thank you, kids, for listening to these episodes. Please ponder upon the sayings that has been discussed in this conversation today. And most importantly, guy, I don't think we take things a bit too serious sometimes, and we're taking ourselves a bit too seriously. Calm down. Like, there is time. There is time, but there's no time. Like, obviously, you should act as if like you don't have time, right? But at the same time, you know that there's time. Live in that paradox. Like, you have to grind like as hard as possible to ensure that like luck, you're getting closer to luck by the very nature of your actions. But at the same time, be at peace with the fact
Alchemy of Souls. The Alchemist, sorry. The Alchemist. Don't go call Korean movie. I meant The Alchemist.
I'm floating.
Like
what is
The Alchemist book, building your luck, basically. What they call that in your personal legend. I won't call The Alchemist. I go talk Alchemy of Souls, my Korean movie. I've heard it too much.
You don't catch it. You watch K-drama. You don't catch it.
I'm not watching that one. I don't hear I'm too much.
That one. I'm not watching that one. Wait, you watch K-drama?
Okay, dramas are nice.
Interesting ones. Yeah, interesting one.
I go defend.
No.
Dramas are nice.
They have interesting ones actually.
But wouldn't really call them drama? It's like calling everything from Japan anime.
No, nigga, no. Hell no.
No, that is
Hell
not.
no.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They have action.
Exactly.
Have you seen Vincenzo on Netflix?
It's okay, Shego. It's okay.
Guys, like
No.
No, don't defend. You don't cast.
Musa,
Don't.
K-drama. Musa is Squid Game K-drama.
No.
Exactly. That's the kind of things we're watching.
Squid Game is K-drama.
How is it? No. I'm talking about traditional K-drama. Like the one that is slow motion when
No now.
Musa just the lie.
This guy. Why? Jesus.
The same thing as saying what who is talking about. All of them join. All of them became drama.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening to this episode.
I'm looking for something. I'm looking for my cup. It's golden, has a round head, the food is on the down. It looks like the World Cup. I think it's the one Ronaldo has.
I'm looking for my cup.
Gold like this. It has a shape. It's like World Cup. It looks like World Cup. The only one we saw was one Ronaldo was holding. What? See my girl for this place. See my girl for this place. See my girl for that place. Like, go straight to the point, man. You see my girl for this place. I put my day in front of the television to listen to Andrew Tate. See the queen of all it takes. AKA mistake. My one and only regret. See my only biggest mistake. My biggest business mistake. Just thinking I no take, now every day is make that pop, I make this cup, I make it rough, I need it now, not in 2 days. Payments will come in like 2 years, so bear with us, but in this place, we are like family in this place. What the fuck is this guy talking about? But like family in this place. Like family in this place. So the truth of the matter is that we'll give you NFT, we'll have some tokens, our Bitcoin tokens, we'll convert our currency into tokens. Yeah, we'll give you equity. See these guys and how they crazy, on top of the shege, where are they facing? Make I know PHP and Laravel, then JavaScript in parallel with the syntax of Golang and Python before Annabelle. They talk this, they talk that, just they do advance for cowbell. See my care for that place, see my care for that place. They come near me, I'll captive man. See my care for that place, you see smile for my face. See my care for that place, I no get data for my phone. See my every day, let's see TV, the landing page, it is not giving. This one they go church, they follow you for Thanksgiving. Can you jump on the call real quick? No, it's late, but it's the startup, you should really. 3 hours later, we did the call. I guess we're doing real quick. Hey God, I thought we're families in this place. Hey God, hey God, hey God, hey. I take my bag, I signed that shit, and now I want to balance the scale. Close the gap, lower the bar. We need more women now in this place. See my care for that place. See my care for this place. Hey, see my care for that place. See my care for that place. Yeah, I think it's one around. Oh shit, you're going to be dragged for this. You should have pulled out. I didn't see it coming. What did you say? Nothing. You and your mother. Same mistake. See my care for that place. Niggas put it in place. Hey.